Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. We've been around about 4 years, putting in solid foundations so that we can be here for generations to come, not just a few weeks, months, or years. Anybody can become a citizen, and we're now in a position where we are going to benefit all our citizens by expanding our economy, increasing and improving the liquidity and the value of our currency, because all our citizens hold our currency. Anyone can be a citizen. You just come along and register. There is no fee and there is no obligation. You just have to prove that you're a real person. And that's all there is to it. And once you are a citizen, you are recognized as equal to every other citizen, just as a human being, part of one big family of humanity. We don't pigeonhole you because of your gender, age, color, class, creed, or anything else. Just a human being, unique in every way to every other human being, but in common in sharing the brotherhood of humanity. All equally valuable, all equally loved. Okay, we'll have a little affirmation to help us with that just before we get started. But before we have that affirmation, we'll have a little prayer to help us find true happiness in life, because that is what everybody seeks. It doesn't matter what else it is you think that you would like to have. It's because you feel it will make you happy. And there are a lot of people that have got a lot of money and they buy everything that they can think of that they want, and they're still not happy. You can't buy the happiness we're talking about. It's that everlasting, loving happiness that is always within you. And the great thing about it is it attracts into your life everything that you want and need anyway. You don't have to stress out about getting it. So how do you achieve that happiness? There's only one way, and that's through loving service to other people. And the more service you offer to the more people, the more you'll find that everything you want and need in life comes rushing towards you. Okay? So it's not only the only way to find true happiness in life, but it is a wonderful way because it gives you everything that you want and need materially, relationships, everything you will have in your life, true contentment. Okay, so we will be getting started with that little prayer and then that affirmation. But first of all, let's welcome people that are watching, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. Many people watch the replays. There is no convenient time for everybody because of different time zones throughout the world, and people have different obligations at different times anyway. So welcome to you, whether you're watching live or whether you're on the replay. But I see we have some people in commenting, and we've got Lewis in from Portugal. We've got Eric in from Canada. We've got Maureen in from London, England. We've got Peter in from Kettering, England. We've got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA. We've got Verna in from South Africa. And we've got Buzina in from Edinburgh in Scotland. And I'm sure we'll be joined by a few more people before we finish. But we're going to get started right now with that little prayer. Just excuse me for a second. I just want to try and get through the prayer without sneezing like I did yesterday. Okay, so here we go. Let's have that little prayer, the affirmation, and then we'll get into what we can afterwards on where we are, where we're going, and answer any questions that crop up. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And our little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Right. Today is going to be more of a questions and answers, I think, than me telling you very much about anything, because I've not been here for most of the day. I did get back in time to just verify all the people that have joined today that haven't had verification emails because of things that we've been over in the past few sessions. That won't be corrected until sometime next week, when the verification emails will start going out again. But we've got those people approved. They can now log in, update their profiles, do their KYC verification, become active members, and be eligible to withdraw the income that they generate within our community. Of course, that's all optional. You don't have to generate any income, but most people come here with the thought of doing that and the intention of generating income. We're not a get rich quick. We are about sharing hope. We are about building a legacy for the future. We are about teaching people to find true happiness and to enjoy life, have fun, and be happy. Okay, so let me start off with the numbers before I forget them, because I did have time to get them out as well. We have an increase of, it's a bit darker today. We've had a bit of rain just recently, but it's been a good day. We have an increase of 1 in our Share Hope program to 267. We've actually got 40,000 people in the Share Hope program as free members, but most of them don't even know the Share Hope program is launched yet. I'll go into that a bit more in a moment. We have an increase of 50 in our 777 program to 18,311. We have an increase of 59 in our registered members to 44,395. All of those people automatically are participating in the Share Hope program. And if they share that program, share the hope, share the love, and anybody that they've referred upgrades, then they get paid a commission. It's only $2.50 a week to be a paid member of the plan, and it will build you over time. We're not talking about, once again, getting rich overnight, but over time it will build you an income in excess of $6,000 a month for $2.50 a week. It's paid 4 weeks in advance, $10, and every time somebody pays their $10 or renews their subscription, as a free member you get $2.50, and as a paid member you get $5. So if you refer 4 people, you can afford to get into the plan totally free, and you'll still be making $10 every 4 weeks, plus additional income from the plan. And if you're a paid member, just 2 members covers your subscription completely, and it puts you in profit, in fact, because you'll get matrix commissions and matching bonus commissions and various other things. We've got an increase of 16 in our active members. Active members are people that can withdraw their funds. You can use them within our community for anything you want. You can spend them and do anything. You can buy anything that we have within our community. But if you want to exchange them for another currency and take them to your country and buy necessities or luxuries, whatever you want, then you have to be an active member. And to be an active member, all you've got to do is verify you're a real person, do your KYC ID. That's a one time ever that you do that. And then make sure that you log into your account at least half the available days in a month. And that's it. Okay. It's pretty simple, but we've got an increase of 16 to 2,231. We have a sister site which is pretty much dormant because the token we used there lost its value. We had massive runaway inflation, and we are going to fix that as soon as we get the chance to do it. It'll be later this year because we've got other priorities before then, but that Visa token will be moved on to a new blockchain, and that will revitalize the plan. But there's been no change in the membership. But when you log in, you get a revenue share, and with that revenue share, we've gone up $1 in the bonus pool in the last 24 hours to $10,445.55. The bonus pool is what normally the owner of the program would be putting in their pocket. But as we're a not-for-profit organization, it's there, and it's going to be used to benefit our members once we bring that program back into line, and it'll be there to help people that are doing their bit. Okay, let's see, we've got some more people in. Remember, we had Bozina in. We've got Kingsley in from Manchester, England. We've got Sajid in from Pakistan, and we've got Richard in from Devon, England. And excuse me. I think the excitement of being with you all generates the symptoms of this hay fever. But it's been better, and it'll be getting better as we go on. Okay, so really, there's been nothing happening on my part today. I went to Barnstaple and had discussions about my eyes with various people there. They did a lot of tests, and I spoke to one of the leading eye surgeons, and he has asked me to call him again for further discussions rather than attend physically, to have a telephone discussion with him regarding my right eye. So, but based on what's happened today, it looks like they will operate on it on August the 1st. So hopefully from August the 2nd onwards, I'll have clearer vision, be able to see the computer better and things like that. My vision for We Share Abundance has always been totally clear, but that of course is a mental vision. And that is to build a community of like-minded individuals who seek more than just financial gains, and to do it through love and sharing, and to build a sustainable economy with a strong currency. And beyond that, we have goals to help people outside of our community, as well as helping people within our community. As I said, we are a not-for-profit organization, and we've never wavered from that vision. We've had our setbacks, we've had our ups and downs, but we are moving forward. And in the preamble, I told you we've been around for about 4 years, well, a little over 4 years now, and everything has made us stronger. Sometimes it hasn't seemed that way, but it has ultimately made us stronger and more able to reach our first destination in creating abundance for our members, creating happiness, creating joy, and then beyond that, expanding with more visions, more, you know, when Christopher Columbus sailed across the ocean blue and established the fact that there was another continent there and it was available, and then there were pilgrims that went out there and basically invaded the land and displaced the indigenous populations. But they went over there as pioneers, and most of them had good hearts, but things happen, don't they? But they didn't stop at the shore. They moved and they explored and they moved across over 3,000 miles from one coast to the other, because that is the nature of man, to go beyond what they know. And so once we get to the point where we have reached that first objective, we will have that same desire and passion to go beyond what we know, set further objectives, more visions, and move onwards and upwards always. Another analogy would be like climbing a mountain. You climb the mountain, you get to the top, and then you see there's another mountain there. So you want to climb that one as well, and that keeps happening. And that is the path we're on, and that is the vision we have as a community, to never stop moving forward in loving service to others and in helping our community to grow and prosper and find true happiness. Okay, I see we've got Eric in saying nothing new on the BI new plan, not that I know of. I've not been here today, but I'm sure there would have been some comments about it. I don't think you're going to see anything till next week. Hopefully they will get it all done next week. They do say that it will be launched this month, but they don't have a specific time. And if you've been following the progress of We Share Abundance, you know that hitting target dates with development and software and this sort of thing is always a struggle. We've got Don in as well from Vancouver Island in Canada. Excuse me. Right, I gave you the numbers, and we've got somebody else just come in. A lot of members, where does he say? A lot of members leave your platform. Why? Because they are part of what is a destructive element in life, and that is wanting everything now. People spend years getting into debt, spend years becoming obese, spend years failing, spend years toiling in a job that they hate, and they all want instant gratification. They want to pay off all the bills and be wealthy overnight. They want to take a magic pill and lose all the weight that they put on so that they can have a fit, healthy, attractive body. They want everything now. It's been one of the things that has been taught by the wealthy people of the world to everybody else, because it gets them into debt, and that debt creates more income and wealth for the wealthy at the expense of the majority. And that is why you see a widening gap between the people who have and hold all the wealth. You know, you're probably looking at I don't know, 1,000 people holding more wealth than the rest of the people put together. I mean, that's just off the top of my head. Don't quote me on those figures. I'm just saying that. But it is probably true if you were to go through and find out what the total wealth is and how much of it is held by the 1,000 wealthiest people. And that is something that we need to address and cure within our community. We need to get back to true values in life and realistic expectations. And the people that have those are still with us and have been with us for much longer than the 4 years, actually, because We Share Abundance is an evolution. It's been a lot of different names, but we've been working on getting to where we want to go for well over 20 years. And many of those people from 20 years ago are still with us. But a lot of the people that joined with expectations of becoming wealthy overnight with no effort, no work, joined and left. Okay, I hope that's answered your question. And we got Andrew in from Auckland in New Zealand. Right, have we got more to say, more questions or anything? Tomorrow, Friday, I'll be here all day as usual, Saturday and Sunday as well. Monday, I do have that telephone interview, which will take apparently about an hour. And then I also have some personal matters to attend to on Monday, which will mean that I won't be around a lot of Monday, which isn't good news really, because Devyani will be back in on Monday. But I already have a list of priorities for Devyani to attend to when she gets back. One of them, of course, will be the thing that was raised yesterday, and that is the minimums that apply to withdrawals and deposits within our different programs. They shouldn't be there, and there's no need or reason for them to be there. So that is one of the things that will be addressed. But the main thing that will be addressed is getting the ShareHope program to run the community matrix, which hasn't been done, to find out why it didn't run when it should have run as a whole. Because what happened was it was supposed to run for both matrices on at 5 p.m. on Saturday, last Saturday, and it didn't. And there was some thought, quite logically from many of our members, that maybe it was to do with the summertime change, and though it should have run then at 6 p.m. and it didn't. And it still hadn't run by 7 p.m. when we had our usual updates. And so I thought, okay, it's just not going to run. Excuse me. However, by the next morning, I found that it had run correctly for the personal matrix, but it hadn't run the community matrix at all. And we still don't know why. And we need to resolve that and get this, all things working properly. And then, if need be, we'll manually run the process, probably sometime Monday or Tuesday, and we should be able to get it back working as it should automatically on a weekly basis by the end of next week. We also need to sort out how we're going to handle the email situation, because to process millions of emails in a day from virtually nowhere compared to that anyway. I mean, we do thousands of emails a day from our servers, but processing millions in a big jump like that sets off red flags all over the internet and would get our servers closed down. And that is basically what happened, and that's why we don't have verification emails going out at the moment. Not because we've been closed down, but because we've got to make sure that when we do reopen, it's on a solid basis and we're going to be able to manage things correctly and in the right way. There are various options for that we have to go through, and that might take a little bit longer to get sorted out. But the email process is very important for the ShareHope plan. It is a Powerline plan, and the idea is for you to receive a notification if somebody in your Powerline upgrades, so that you can make sure that you capture them within your business. And also upgrade and make sure that you don't lose them, because if you don't upgrade in that same period, which is a 7-day period, they will always be above you instead of you being above them in the matrix. So we do need to get that advice out to people, largely to make sure that they're aware of it and don't lose out, but also to help the program to grow and the matrix to flow as it should. Let's just have a look here. I think we've got some more questions. Graham, I bought some ShareHope tokens June the 20th and made a transfer to my available cash wallet, but they are not showing up in my available cash wallet. Why is this? No idea. They should be if you received them in the exchange and then transferred them from your exchange to the available cash wallet. That's where they should be. But I can't answer that here. I can only tell you to put in a support ticket and it will be checked out. We need the full information. You will need to put in a support ticket showing how you bought them, whether it was with cryptocurrency or whether it was with a debit or credit card. If it was debit or credit card, we would ideally like the order number that you were given. If it's a cryptocurrency, we would like to know whether you did it directly, and then we need the TXID, or if it was through one of the processors like Coin Payments or Now Payments, and then we need whatever information you can give us with that transaction, and so on and so forth. Okay, but if you do that, we'll get an answer for you. We'll get it sorted out. Usually, well, we'll certainly answer you within 24 hours. Usually, we'll get it sorted for you within 24 hours, and usually much quicker. Sajid said, the most members you should not believe you. Why? And please clearing the withdrawal process without referral in We Share Abundance. I don't know whether most members believe me. It's up to them. I can only speak the truth. Whether they believe that or not, I have no influence over. I'm sorry. Clearing the withdrawal process. The withdrawal process is there from your income. If you're talking about the ShareHope tokens that we give you every month, every member gets those. That is there to build you a legacy. The way to release those is through the ShareHope program. You will never lose them. They will always be there for you. But until we have the liquidity, we can't allow them to be released. It would be ridiculous to say to 40,000 people, here is $100 worth of tokens every month. Because what we would have then is $40 million worth of tokens out on the exchange and nobody wanting to buy them, and you wouldn't be able to cash them in. So we have to have liquidity. We don't have corporate liquidity or community liquidity at this moment in time because we don't have sufficient strength in our economy. But you can build your own personal liquidity if you choose. It's your option through the ShareHope program. Okay. It ran about 5 p.m. Canada time. Okay, that's interesting. You are on the east as well, so you're saying it ran about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is interesting, because our servers aren't set on Eastern Standard Time, so I don't know why, but that is an interesting point, and I'll let Devyani know that on Monday. Thank you for that information, Eric. That would have been 5 hours difference between us. Yeah, 5 hours. So that would have been like 10 p.m. UK time. That's probably about right. Thanks for that information. Ahmad, good evening to you all from Nigeria, from Abuja in Nigeria. Okay. Any more questions? Any more? Because, as I say, I don't have more new information to give you. We are still progressing. The 777 plan and the Sharehope plan are functioning, but the company matrix hasn't been built yet. When it is built, it will follow the power line anyway, so we're not really losing anything by it, except a little bit of time in people being able to see where they are. And we should get that fixed before the end of the month, where we have there will be some ranks created for some people that haven't yet achieved a rank through their personal matrix. So, and that should be in place for the month-end distribution of withdrawals from your Sharehope wallet. Okay, no more people. Any more questions, folks? Have I got anything else? I do have several forms and things. I've not really looked at them yet from the people that are buying the vehicle. I know that we've got a confirmation that they're sending their truck to pick it up on Monday at 9 o'clock or between 9 and 10. And when they do drive off with it, then we will have the money in the bank. It'll take us a while to get that distributed, but not too long. But I won't be here most of Monday, so it's probably going to start Tuesday. Maybe by Tuesday night or Wednesday night, we'll have those funds sorted out. And that will be a blessing. It's not as much as we would have liked, but it's free money basically, and any more vehicles that we get from Beyond Infinity will only add to that, and they'll all help with our strength, improving the treasury or balance of payments, if you like, and so our liquidity. Will we see a matrix the same way we used to in the Poverty Crusher plan, or will it be like the personal Sharehope matrix? It'll be like the personal Sharehope matrix, except it's different. The personal matrix is a 3x10 matrix. The community matrix is a 2x15. In other words, you will only see 2 people underneath you, and then 4 people underneath them, and then 8 people underneath them, as opposed to in the personal matrix, you see 3 people underneath you, and then 9 people in the next level, and 27 in the level after that, and so on. And it'll go down for 15 levels in the community matrix, and it's just 10 levels in the personal matrix. But the big income generator in the personal matrix is that 50% matching bonus. Just 2 referrals doubles your income, basically. Of course, 4 referrals will treble your income, and 6 referrals will quadruple your income, and so on. So the more people you refer, the more money you will make from that matrix. So I hope that's answered your question. It's difficult to show what a matrix is and everything without a whiteboard where you can write it all down and show people and draw little circles and things like that. But it's very exciting once you understand the power and the leverage within a matrix. And because it's forced, it's a limited width, that means that you can build all those levels. You can, and it benefits everybody, you know, through spillover. Don't rely on spillover. Just go out and get a few people yourself, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as many as you can. But don't think, oh, I'm going to get spillover and it's going to make me rich, because that rarely happens, and you'll get bypassed by people that just refer 2 or 3 people. In the community matrix, it's a different situation, because that will fill just based on the next available position. You have no control over the placement of people within that matrix, but you do have control in your own personal matrix. Okay, any more before we close off and see what's been happening in the cricket? I think England are playing South Africa, but I don't know what's been going on. I've not had time to check. It should be over by now, so we should have a result, I think. But that's it from me for today. We will be back, or I'll be back. Hopefully we all will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X. Until then, spread a little bit of joy and happiness. Get out there and be of loving service to others. It'll reflect back to you, but it'll be magnified. You will find much greater joy than you ever give. Okay, no more questions. So that's it. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Come on.